Okay, had a chance to work on a new design for the kitchen wet bar and pantry. Work through the kitchen with you real quick. We'll start over at the refrigerator area. So we have these two blocks right here, or boxes represent your refrigerator. Eventually I'll probably be able to find a refrigerator that's 32 inches, but I couldn't right away. And then cabinets above the deeper cabinets, you can see how deep they are, above the refrigerator. Then a refrigerator panel on the right. And I also have a filler right here on the left. The depth of these refrigerators, according to the internet, is 26 inches deep. That's probably with the door. If that's the case, then this wall would have to be adjusted so the door swings open. But next to the refrigerator, we have a bank of drawers and a landing area. And then what they call a stacked cabinet. So that means there's doors on the top and doors on the bottom. And I've got these smaller doors up the top prepared for glass. And then you move over here, you can see the stove area. You can see similar cabinets above. These two smaller doors on top would be prepared for glass. These two smaller doors on top prepared for glass. And at the moment, I've got these two prepared for glass. So all the way across. And then these doors here would not be prepared for glass, these bigger doors. This vent hood, your vent hood that you picked out is a Brown, and my notes indicate that it's 18 inches tall. This one looks a little bigger, but that would give you 30 inches from the bottom of the vent to the top of the cooktop. That's a pretty good number, but I don't want you to bang your head into this thing, so it might want to go up a little further. If it does, then this cabinet would have to not be so tall, but at the moment it looks nice because it matches the height of this door. Then I've got a bank of drawers on either side of the cooking surface. Certainly we can change those to doors if you'd like. You got plenty of drawers in this kitchen, so maybe we would, but you also have quite a few doors. Here's the island. See if I can get you a better shot at the island. More drawers, but again, you can change these to doors. A lot of folks like a drawer on top and two doors on the bottom with roll-out trays. This would be where your microwave goes, with a drawer on the bottom. At the moment, I've kept the cabinet depth a total of 48 inches. So there's 24 here, then another 24. So a total of 48. And then you have the countertop overhang on top of that. So that is 60 inches overall, if you're going to measure the length, the width, the depth of the countertop, which is fine. The length, I decided to put a overhang over here. You can certainly get rid of it, but that would give you plenty of room for 5 chairs. I thought it looked better that way. And then on this side you have more storage. This side over here where the seating is, this would be storage that you don't use on a daily basis. It'd be seasonal. These will be just full height doors, and actually the other thing I want to do is do a flush toe kick. So What does that mean? I'll show you. The toe kick here. We go toe space, and we go wide bottom rail. Boom. Gives it a little bit more of a furniture look. Now we do that all the way across. Now where the sink is, we've got similar wall cabinets that are stacked, where these smaller doors are prepared for glass. Smaller doors, all these doors prepared for glass. These bottom doors are not prepared for glass. If you want them all glass, you can, but I thought that you'd want to hide away some things inside there. And this is one big cabinet right here with 4 roll-out trays. This cabinet here, this cabinet, and this cabinet are identical in size. Then we have a double pull-out trash here with a drawer, working drawer on top. My notes indicate you wanted a farmer sink. That's what this is here. It's a farmer sink cabinet. There's your dishwasher. Bank of 4 drawers. So you can put your knives and spoons and forks in there. Plenty of room for that. And there's plenty of room from here to here is about 48 inches. Ideally we want 42. But 48 is plenty. And then similar, we have 48 inches from the edge of that stove to the edge of this countertop. And then we have a large amount of space between here and here, about 6 feet. So when it comes to the working triangle, ideally they want each leg of the triangle, so there's 3 legs on the triangle. They don't want the triangle to be more than 26 feet if you add up all 3 legs. Certainly you're much more than that, being that the refrigerator is way over here. However, I think we've had that discussion, but overall it's a pretty impressive space, I would say. And I think the stove does belong over here. You'll notice that I don't show any crown molding on this in this drawing, because I know you're going to provide your own crown molding. But I think you'd have to check with a builder, but I think you would vent this stove going up and over. The worst case scenario is you might have to install a soffit right here for the ductwork if it can't go in the joist area. But with a little careful planning, probably there shouldn't be a problem with that. Now let's go to the pantry, which is pretty easy. Hopefully you can see most of this. This is a super lazy Susan in the corner, where this door swings open, and there's 2 trays inside that spin independently of each other. And then you have an identical cabinet over here in the other corner, right here. This would be one big cabinet with 4 roll-out trays, drawer, working drawer, 2 doors, 2 doors, one big cabinet. And then over here and on the other side are mirroring draw base cabinets, 3 drawers in each. So there's lots of storage, lots of countertop space. Whether you want to keep this window or not is certainly up to you. And there's plenty of opportunity for shelving, open shelving. Now over here, I might still work on this a little bit more. I haven't spent a lot of time on the bar. This is your bar right here. More stacked cabinets like we have in the kitchen, where these top doors are prepared for glass. Bank of drawers. This is a sink-based cabinet, and this would be a 24 wide beverage refrigerator. I'm not entirely happy with how these cabinets are here, so that's why I might work on this a little more. I might actually make these cabinets not so wide, make this area wider so I can put some more things, but I can see maybe this area being open or maybe not. I haven't, so this is still a work in process. However, I wanted to show you what I've completed so far. Hopefully you agree that this is a good first start. Particularly for figuring out budgeting. If it is, then I can press the pricing button. And I know I have to do the bathrooms as well. But I think we talked about doing inset for the downstairs cabinetry. And for the upstairs cabinetry, we could do a full overlay cabinet, which would save you some money.